So I got like, I don't know, 40 miles left to go, 37, and I'm on curvy ass road here, and I got some jackass that is just tailgating out of me. And the worst part is, I don't have anywhere, I haven't found any good spot where I can pull over and let his ass around. But he is right on my butt. So he's just going to have to deal with it, because this would be a beautiful ride during the day. It's apparently I'm running right along a river. The upside is I'm running slow enough that I'm actually staying warm, because this is a twisty road that I'm not familiar with, and I don't have, I will say with these lights I've got excellent visibility, but you can see I can't see real far around the corners. On the straights I got good visibility, but see, this guy will not get off my ass. Okay. Go the fuck around. There. There. Now I don't have him breathing down my neck. That makes me feel better. He's just going to have to deal with my lights since he wanted around so bad. But he's running off. He knows the road. I don't. At any rate, it'll be beautiful scenery if I can see it. But it is a fun, curvy road. So hopefully I'll be there before too long. I had to stop for a second warm-up. Hit some gas because I pulled out of the, I stopped, warmed my hands up for a minute, got them nice and warm, pulled out, and the temperature must have dropped 10 degrees in the first mile or two. It was bad. Oh, see, now he just turned right there. Jeez. At any rate, but that's how you, that's one way to deal with the tailgater, guys. Pull over and let him the heck around. Because he couldn't have been more than 20 feet from from the back end of this bike. It was bad. So he just wouldn't back off either. Okay, I had to bring you guys back for this because I think this is the Moonshiner 28. Wow, that was tight, and I couldn't see it. I think I ended up on here by accident thanks to the good old Harley app, but we're just going to do what we can here. Wow. No reason to push it in the dark. It is the North Carolina 28, so I'll have to look this up and see if this has got to be one of the Smoky Mountain ride routes. But I had to bring you back to show you some of these corners, because even in the dark at slower speed, this is fun. Especially on this bike. This bike, like, the lighting is good to see these corners. Now I'm doing 20 mile an hour, but and I kicked the bike into sport mode just to stiffen the suspension up. Oh, lost my music. Hopefully I don't lose my maps. Which it helps with the engine braking, because now I can run. I'm not even really using much brake. I'm just letting the engine do the job, and this bike is handling it great, which is actually really confidence inspiring for being out here in the dark. I've never ridden this route before. I can only imagine what it would look like in the daylight. To 20 mile an hour turns. Yep, I would say that's fairly accurate. We're just going to take our time there. Oh, easy. Now, one thing about it, God, that's cool looking. Oh my gosh, I hope some of this shows up on camera, because this is absolutely awesome. Holy cow. Even in the dark. Wow, that was a fun section. I got 5.4 miles until I make my next turn. I don't know if I have. I will say I'll be glad to get to the hotel tonight, but on the same hand, I'm enjoying the opportunity to get to, even if I am riding this at slower speeds in the dark, at least I don't have vehicles around me that are, you know, not that they'd be pushing me, but, you know, I'm not having to worry about getting out of their way, you know, to let somebody else that wants to ride like a dingbat ride like a dingbat. I could just cruise at my own speed, take it nice and easy. I got to be a little more careful because you can't see as far around the corners in the dark. Even with the adaptive cornering light, some of these corners are so sharp, I'm sure you can tell in the camera, you can't see nearly as far around the corner. You just look as far as you can see and keep your eyes moving and keep your speed down. I may make a whole video out of this, just this section, and just use clips of it in the actual video, because this is actually really neat. Hopefully it all shows up. Sorry, Mr. Car, I am not reaching for my auxiliary light switch in the dark. It's kind of a reach from your hand placement. I don't know if you can see it down there, but good. I'm not moving my head very long, so I need to keep looking. It'd be hard for you guys to see in the dark, but I'm sure you can hear, you know, riding through these corners, just be nice and smooth on your throttle. And I've had to back out of the throttle a few times, but that's where experience comes into play, because then I can use handlebar turn to actually adjust the lean of the motorcycle, because the bike, as soon as you roll out of the throttle, is going to get heavy, but it allows me to, if I have to slow down just a little bit more if I'm unsure of something. Not that I like doing that, but that and the throttle on this bike is so touchy, finding that perfect spot where you can roll through it. Matter of fact, I think what I am going to do, while I got a straight stretch here, I'm going to bump back to my highway mode, just to get a little bit more subdued throttle. I'm not going fast enough where there's much benefit from a stiffer suspension, and it gives me a little bit more subdued throttle response. That way the bike doesn't feel as jumpy when I just start to roll into the throttle, which is nice in these corners in the dark. There we go. That's a lot better. That feels a lot smoother in the highway mode because the throttle's not as touchy. I can roll in a lot easier. In the sport mode, it is really touchy, but for these slow speed curves at night, I like it, just having that more subdued throttle response is nice. All right, sorry, checking the camera right quick, make sure it's still recording. Man. 2.5 more miles before my next turn. Come on, lights, there we go, get that transition. Sorry, car. I apologize. You know, one of these days I'm gonna come out here to the Smoky Mountain area for like a week, just for a vacation, just to ride these roads, because this is, I can only imagine what this would look like in the daylight, but it's neat. Got the stars up above me. A little on the chilly side, but you know what? I'm dealing with it. The heated grips are actually, at slower speeds, they're working really good. I have 2 fingers that are cold, and they're my problem fingers anyway, that I don't know. But they'll be all right. I got 25 miles left to go to my destination. 1.2 until my turn. Is that a stop? Nope. Okay, that's coming up the hill. mile to my next turn, and it looks like it's a straight line until I get there. Huh. That was fun. That's a workout too. I can feel that in my shoulders. So we're going to be turning on to Great Smoky Mountain Highway. Is that it? 19, US 19. So, sorry, dude. Jesus, fuck. I can't see very well. Okay, so stop sign. Where the fuck are my blinkers? Jeez. All right. All right, guys, I'll bring you back next time something gets interesting, I guess.